and this is my first video I'm making on my new Mac. I got it a couple months ago. I needed a new laptop and computer for work as an author, so I will be paying it off for the next 2 years. Money you don't have. Anyways, 2004 started off on a weird note in Japan. I'm sure you guys have seen the news of the big earthquake. Oh gosh. I had just gotten out of the shower and had my hair in a towel and was going back to New Year's television while hubby was in the shower. And I was watching something with Kimutaku, and it said there was an earthquake at 4:06 p.m. I'm like, oh wow, okay. And then it was talking about tsunami, and it started showing like the map of Japan and where the tsunami risk was. Um, and I thought, wow, okay. But then a a box opened, like even like bigger, and the noise that would come from the cell phone, if there was an earthquake, warning, sounded, and it was loud. They purposely make it louder than the television you were watching, so it's a warning. But it said for Hyogo that an earthquake was coming, and I was like, "What do you mean? This prefecture is getting an earthquake?" About little less than a minute. I think a minute's a little too long, but half a minute is too short. I it started to shake, but it was like and it was long. Like I knew it was far because living in Hitachi right after the big earthquake, 311, I got really good at guessing how close the earthquake was by if it was just it was close, or if it was further away, then there was that rocking motion. So I was shocked. Checked in with hubby when he got out of the shower, like, you're okay. The cats didn't seem to freak out and notice the earthquake, but they're in the kotatsu, which you cannot see. I have the blanket though, but you can't see. They're in the kotatsu, trying to be peaceful. Uh, but yeah, I spent the rest of the night like watching the news and trying to focus on writing, but like watching it really was not good for mental either, because like they cut away from New Year's program and uh, basically just showed a camera looking at the ocean, and the announcer saying, like, in a very freaked out voice, which I saw on Japanese Twitter, that this was a change after the big quake here in Hyogo in the 90s and 311, for the people who were not concerned and did not evacuate, that the announcer sounds scared and freaked out on purpose to get you moving to a safe place. So, nigete kudasai, nigete kudasai, like hearing, run, evacuate, run, and then Hyogo, this prefecture, which part of this prefecture is on that coast, so the northern part got the tsunami warning, and everything changed on the TV, and it had evacuate written in English. Then it had the kanji for tsunami, it's run. And then it was hiragana, so like if it was a child who didn't know the kanji for tsunami or for run, it was in hiragana. Another station had 3 different languages. of native speakers taking, like, they took turns of, like, I would say in English, there's a tsunami, please evacuate, please get to high ground. Then someone would say it in, like, Spanish. Then someone came and said it in, like, Hindi. So that was really interesting. The channel I was watching had a second audio. They do this sometimes. Like, think of it as turning on, like, the commentary track. But the second audio was English news to get the news out in English. So,
Have no means of escape, head to the highest floor possible of a sturdy structure near you. People living near large waterways are also at high risk. Do not underestimate the situation, as conditions can turn catastrophic in an instant. Once again, all coastal residents in the areas highlighted in red and purple evacuate immediately. Namely, people living along the coastline in Ishikawa, Toyama, Niigata prefectures.
I felt very good in the sense of there was a lot of nice English and foreign support. The freaked out "Nihite kudasai," NHK announcer also said, if you see any foreigners that are not like, what's going on, help them out, run. Like, so that was interesting and good that there was that change in communication that happened. My hubby said it too. He's like, think of all these people who won. It's kind of in the countryside. Like, it's not your Tokyo or Osaka. It's like countryside, coastal, rural areas, right? Most people go home to those areas for New Year's because New Year's is the family time. In the Western world, you think, oh, you go home for Christmas. Same thing. You go home for New Year's. Christmas, not a big deal here. So to go home, or like young kids get their New Year's money and they're like, yes, I can buy that new video game or new toy that I wanted, and they're gonna play it, and then there's this big earthquake and the tsunami, and you gotta evacuate. There was also a big fire that broke out. I don't know what happened to that. When I get back to writing today, I'll probably have the news on in the background a little to get updated. But I'm that type of person that something like that, I'm like drawn to the news. Like when Abe was assassinated, I was like, TV, what's going on? Like, I think I need the information to make sense of what the heck is coming at me. And like, when 3/11 happened, I stayed up all night watching CNN. But also, I did have that draw of, I'm supposed to go to Japan next year and start a new life there. What? But yeah. Oh, but that aside, yeah, it's 2024. Oh, I am done revising my second book, which is not a sequel to my first book. I thought having this book already done and just needing to like go through it, maybe it was 60,000 words, bulk it up, change some things, be no problem. It's taken me months. I've finally gone through it once, going through it again, plus editing as I go, chapter by chapter. Yeah, I'm still doing it. And here I thought before November I was going to have it done to beta readers and be working on the sequel to Moonlight Memories. Nope. But also, I don't want to rush it. And one of the things that's happening is hubby is reading it, and sister-in-law, we dropped translating Moonlight Memories, and hubby was really intrigued in liking Blue 7, that he's like, why don't we get her off that, have her start reading this, also get her feedback, I'll read it as we go through, and yeah, they are giving me some really good feedback. The problem is it's slow, and I had I wanted it to come out this winter, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I don't want to rush it, and I'll keep saying that. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Uh, and then I want alpha readers because there's some sensitive content in the book. So I want alpha readers to give feedback to make sure that it was handled properly. And then beta readers, and then release. And I got to figure out money for like the cover of the book, and it's just I'm getting there. I'm working on it, which is why there were no videos, and my besties don't hear from me that often too, because I am just. It's like I wake up at 4 a.m. I write. Like, I'm watching YouTube and I'm writing and doing this and that. And then hubby gets home at 2 p.m. My focus is then hubby. I'm not writing. I don't really like talking to anyone else. I mean, messages are a thing, but my focus is hubby is in home and I'm spending time with him because our time is very limited. He goes to bed at like 5 to 6. I'm back to writing, and especially in January, especially in December, I had the tree up and all the lights, and I was writing sitting at the katsotsu, and I was getting so much done because I also didn't want to make a lot of noise, so I didn't have the TV on distracting me. I was just focusing, but had Christmas music on from the clock, the cuckoo clock that mother-in-law got us this year. So I got so much done, but at the same time, I was feeling, I wish I was writing a Christmas book right now. So I think that's my plan next year is I may even put the tree up a little sooner, like a week or two sooner. Um, so I can have that time when hubby is asleep. I go to bed anywhere from 8 to 9. This is my life right now. So I use that time, I'm writing. So it's like right now I'm trying to do a chapter every day in terms of I read it one more time, then I go through it with Pro Writing Aid. I go through it with that. Also try to get the word counts done because when I was complete, it was almost 101,000 words, 101. Okay. But right now, I'm almost to 99K. So I have cut 2,000 words halfway through the book. But, yeah, it's a lot of work. And I thought it was me being slow or distracted. But hubby having the same issue with working on the Japanese. Yeah, it takes time. Well, okay, this is the first video of the year. I need to edit this and also get back to work and figure life out today because I want to be productive. So, Happy New Year. I hope 2024 is a good one for mankind. We shall see. Well, my book's coming out, so of course, the benefits of, just mankind as a whole given a gift that just improves salvation, not salvation, civilization. But yeah, I really hope you guys have a great year, and I want to try to get scheduled down, so hopefully you guys will see more videos from me. Okay, ja.